thank yous, so I'm just going to say thank you to everyone. And what I'm going to talk about tonight is not really my work, but the reason why we do lab research. So we're all here because of undergraduate research, and this quarter, thanks to Dr. Nelson and Amelia, we had the opportunity to share all of our research with friends and faculty. Research that was years in the making for many of us, but could be compressed into a very short 20-minute presentation we each had to give for the class. So although free dinner was provided for class every Tuesday and Thursday, and that's a very lovely gift to receive at the end of all this work, the question I'd like to pose tonight is why did we do it? Why did we do our research if not for free pad thai and sandwiches? I think it's actually a difficult question to answer in general and often frightfully difficult to answer in the lab. We all have friends that are going into business and they're raking in boatloads of money. We have friends that have joined or founded NGOs and they're directly helping the lives of thousands of people. And we have friends who seem to have fun in college, which is not the experience of many of us. No, we all had lots of fun. So why did we all climb on the research bandwagon, which was guaranteed to finish off the fun which was struggling not to die at the University of Chicago? So take my project. For those of you who weren't at my talk or were overcome with a desire to sleep while I was talking, I make custom order proteins, one of 4 major biological macromolecules in living things, along with nucleic acids, wind, and fire. Like everyone else here, I presented my work as a logical, methodical stroll from finding an interesting question to answering it with science. Abstract, introduction, results, conclusions, method. Everything in its proper place, no extraneous fluff. What I did not discuss in my presentation is the often humiliating nature of lab work, which I think is a pretty universal experience. For instance, in my own experience, take the time I grabbed the wrong chemical off the shelf when I tried to make a protein, only to troubleshoot for an entire month before discovering that the only problem was I took the wrong white powder off the shelf. And I had to start over from scratch. Or the night that I had to observe a faulty machine under high pressure, drip, drip, dripping chemical into a collection beaker, very much like Chinese water torture. Or the time that I made an antifreeze protein that took me an entire year. I observed it crumble before my eyes after a routine procedure. Then I abandoned the project. And then after I had gotten very much into another project, I came across a paper that showed you could reverse this crumbling process. And the paper was authored by a postdoc that had sat behind me for that entire year. Didn't say anything. So every single student in this room, and anyone that has ever done research, could fill an entire book with stories of frustration. So I return to the question, why do research? You can't really share your work with anyone without getting blank stares. Your coworkers are pretty strange most of the time. And you get paid more mowing the lawn behind Ratner than as an undergraduate research assistant. Not to mention research's incomparable ability to degrade your sense of self-worth. So why do research? Well, I'll tell you why I do it. One very hot summer day, I was analyzing a very inconsequential experiment on one of the lab's machines. As the machine started showing data, I went back to my desk to get keys to my bike to go to the store. And let me interject here that my research project boils down to making a slow reaction go fast. That's pretty much it. When I walked by the computer, I expected to see nothing, but instead I saw a whole lot of something, and exactly the something that I wanted to see. I was astonished. I double-checked everything. I checked to make sure I hadn't taken the wrong white powder off the shelf, which I hadn't. I ran the experiment again, and I saw the exact same thing. I had made that stupid reaction go fast. This finding wasn't going to cure cancer. Actually, it was nothing more than a pretty tiny discovery in a sub-specialty of science. But I had seen something that no one had ever seen before. I showed that the understanding of how the world worked 5 minutes ago was probably wrong, and I had improved it just a little bit. I had improved it just a little bit. And boy, was it a rush. I was so happy, so deliriously happy on my way to the store that I thought a piano would have to fall out of the sky onto me just to rebalance the karma of the universe. But a piano did not fall from the sky, and I had still made my tiny but genuine contribution to human knowledge. That's my reason for doing research. That feeling of finding something new is irresistible to me, even if it has only happened once or twice in the past 4 years or so that I've been in the lab. There are other reasons, of course, for putting up with the frustration working through the problems that do not stop coming at you no matter how well prepared you are or how patient or skilled. And these reasons are different for each of us, no doubt, but no matter the specifics, I think it's safe to say that we all share this spirit of discovery, this pursuit of truth. So if you are all still drinking, which it looks like you are, I'd like to make a toast. May we all continue to find success in this strange job that we've chosen. May we never lose sight of the reasons we love this work. And let us continue to find moments that make us think, I can't believe someone is actually paying me to run experiments.